What's up guys, it's a gardening lad, and in today's video we are going to be making radish pickles. First of all, what is a pickle? And no, it's not just that green thing. A pickle is anything that has been pickled. So you could have a pickled radish, or a pickled onion, or a pickled gherkin, which is what usually is seen as a pickle. Next, why am I making radish pickles? Well, I may have grown a bit too many radishes. I have hundreds, and I don't really know what to do with them. So the best way to deal with them? Preservation. It's an essential tool in a gardener's toolkit. Next question you may be asking yourself is, why have I got a bowl of water in front of me? Well, the simple reason for that is because we have had some heat waves recently here in the UK, which means that the radishes could have gone soft because of moisture inconsistency. By soaking them in a bowl of water, they can rehydrate and become firm again. And with that, let's start harvesting some radishes. Guys, I was just walking past my July bed, and the first winter radish is starting to sprout. This is really good news. Hey guys, this is our first spot. It doesn't have as big radishes or as many as some other places, because it's shaded by these trees and it doesn't get as much rainwater. But it's still a decent harvest. That one's a pretty nice one. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a bit soft, but actually not that bad. Okay, that one looks ready. Okay, that one's a bit smaller, but that's fine. These are all quite small still. Okay, we'll harvest that one. By the way, guys, we are using quite a simple radish recipe, and if you want to, you can follow at home, even if it's not homegrown. Okay, let's put these in here. Okay, so we need to twist the tops off, and these tops don't go to waste. They're perfect for the compost heap. Then just put the radish in there. And repeat. And there we go. Our first 3 radishes. Guys, this is our second location, and it is just overflowing with radishes. I've mostly sown French breakfast, but there are some other variety in there. Okay, let's go in. By the way, I'll put the recipe up on screen. We need at least 10 to 12 radishes. That one's quite big. But I think we're going to go for 24 and double the recipe. Let's continue. That one's quite nice. Oh, it's got a leaf in there. Oh, you see that? Those are butterfly eggs. That one's still quite small. Leave that in for a bit. Okay. Got to dig around a bit because I've kind of just chaos sown these, which means that a lot of them are quite close, so won't get as big as quickly. But right now, I'm taking a few, so the remaining should get bigger. Okay, it's going. Yeah, there's some nice ones in here. See that? Look at that beauty. Okay. Now just continue until we got 24. Okay guys, this is a good example of some really big foliage, but not a very big radish. This one over here. It has a lot of foliage, but then the actual radish is quite small. That one's a nice one as well. I can just get it into the camera. There we go. It's a nice one. Twist off the tops, put them in the water, and repeat. Oh, whoa. Okay, guys, come look at this. I think this one may have been in there for a bit too long. Radishes are one of those crops that you can't leave in for too long, or they'll become woody and they won't taste very good. Wow. But then again, this is my first time growing French breakfast radishes. I've grown other varieties before, so I'm not too sure what the correct size is. To reference, that one is the one I've harvested before, and that's what I've just harvested. So this is thicker, definitely, but it is a bit smaller. And I've just found 2 more big ones. Wow, there's a lot of radishes in here. Look at those. Brush off the dirt. Twist. Oh, something's gone to that one. I'll just cut that bit out though. Maybe squirrel. Love them. Get raids. Radish eaters all the time. Oh, that's another big, beautiful one. I think that's probably the size you want to harvest them. Accidentally harvested the small one. Sometimes they come up while you're trying to grab others because the foliage is so close together. Look at the foliage on that one. Huge. Also a pretty good sized radish. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave these to soak for maybe 1 or 2 hours. And then we're going to slice them, put them in a jar with vinegar, a bit of salt and a bit of sugar, and seal them and put them in the fridge. Okay, this one has been hit by some bugs, but again, we'll just cut that off. It's overflowing with radishes. I should probably count how many. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Oh, that one's being devoured. The top is absolutely destroyed. Take that bit off. Cut that off soon. There. Yeah, but preservation is a gardener's best friend. As you may grow, especially if you're a beginner like me, you may grow too many things in the air. And so you can preserve them. I mean, I didn't even know pickled radishes could exist until today. But they can. And apparently, they taste nice. So, give them a try. Anyway, it's time-lapse time. Okay guys, look what I just found. A purple French breakfast radish. I've harvested a few of these and I'm not sure why they're purple. Most of them are red. If you guys have any idea, please drop them down in the comments because I am really curious about this. Anyway, back to the time-lapse. Look at this one. This is an absolute monster. But something's taking a chunk out of it. I'm gonna go clean this up. Okay. Well, time to go to the kitchen and prepare some pickles. Okay guys, this bowl is absolutely overflowing with radishes. And look how long this one is. Anyway, we'll get these a bigger bowl, soak them for about an hour, and I'll see you after they've soaked. Guys, before I soak these radishes, I'm just gonna clean them up real quick. Get all of the little bite marks or bug bites off of these guys. And chop off the ends and the stem along with any of those little holes. Okay. Then I'll just give them a wash. So make sure there's nothing on them. Give it a good wash. Nice and clean. Goes into the new bowl. Just continue. Okay guys, it's been a bit and this is how the radishes are looking, so we'll start pickling them now. Guys, we're in the garden and the first step is to count how many radishes we have. It's gonna be approximate because this is like half a radish, so just an approximation. So we have around 33 radishes. I've just counted these small ones in pairs of 2 or 3, so around 33. And I'm just gonna multiply the measurements by 3. So that's 10 or 12. So that fits pretty well. Okay, time to go get the ingredients. Okay, we are going to need 1.5 cups or 375 of vinegar. 375 milliliters, that is. And that is a lot. Okay, almost there. Just a bit more. Yeah. That's about right. Then 3 cups of warm water, or 750 milliliters. That's 500. And that's 750. Now stir around. Tablespoons of granulated or caster sugar, which is actually quite a lot. I mean, I'm no expert in making pickles, but then stir again. 22.5 milliliters of salt. And yes, I'm measuring salt in milliliters. Bit strange, but okay, that's enough. And stir. Get this nice brine. So you have to stir until the sugar and the salt have been dissolved by the vinegar and the warm water. This is going to be a lot of pickles, which is why I have 2 jars. Although one of them doesn't have a top, and I'm not too sure what to do about it. I think I'm gonna try and wrap it with paper and secure it with a rubber band or some rope. Oh, wow, there's this like white residue on the brine. I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen, but I think it is. Okay, mix some more. It's looking good, smelling good, but wasps and fruit flies love the smell of vinegar, so especially apple cider vinegar like I'm using here. So you do have to be careful to protect it. You don't want any dead flies in there. Okay, should be good. Now we have to thinly slice our radishes, and then you can add them into the jars, add the brine over, add some garlic or anything for flavor, cover the jars, leave them at room temperature for 15 minutes, and then put them in the fridge to be served as and when needed. And the shelf life is about 3 weeks, although they're best and nice and crunchy in 1 week, which is a lot longer than normal radishes. They're not too long overall. Okay, so time to get slicing. So first, gonna feed the roses the dirty water. The rose looking beautiful. And now, time to chop. I tried to use a cheese grater that has a slicer attachment on it to cut these, but the pieces are just too thick. So instead, I'll have to cut them by hand, which is fine, just takes longer. Have to be very careful. That's a pretty good one. It's time. So this is the final result, guys. I may have gone a bit overkill with the amount of brew I made, but that's fine. There'll just be more pickling videos coming up. I mean, it looks pretty good. This I will keep at room temperature for 15 minutes, and then it will be shelf stable for 3 weeks in the fridge, although it's best to have in 1 week. I mean, looks pretty good. Okay guys, it's been about 4 days since I've put these pickles in the fridge, and within the first 24 hours they turned red. It's very interesting, and I'm gonna try them to finish off the video. I'm not gonna lie, they look a bit toxic, but pop off the lid. It's a hard lid to open. Okay guys, I've just popped the lid off and the juice is spilt, and this is just so potent. It just smells terrible. Oh, I'm really gonna regret trying this. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Let's take one. Oh, that's too many. Wait. That one. That one doesn't look too bad. Okay, trying it. Oh! Oh my! Ow! I'm not eating that again. What is? These are rank. These are horrible. I need some water. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. This is just painful, doing it all for you guys. Anyway, bye. See you in the next one.